Welcome everyone to a battle between Legacy of Phobos and the War Knights. I will be sure to give this battle the commentary it deserves. So let's start with my team. On the defender side we have Legacy of Phobos obviously, and I am playing as Miss Cecily. Next to me we have NotSoRoyal, who is not a member of Legacy of Phobos but was kind enough to fill in for us, and he comes from Total Winners. On the left hand side of the battlefield, the final defender is Unicorn Stalker. I'll make sure to link his channel in the description. He is also a member of Legacy of Phobos. On the attacker side, as Seleucid, we have Argamus. Correct me if I pronounce that wrong. But yes, he's a Seleucid player and he's a member of the War Knights. In the center, we have Turtle, who's playing as Galatia. And on the far right, I think we have Core, he's playing as Kush. So thank you all for playing this battle. This is a battle from Apollo's tourney and events tournament hosted by Royal, NotSoRoyal, I believe. So yes, I do hope you're all enjoying this battle, and let's go ahead and get this started. So as you can see, we've got Nabatea here being commanded by Unicorn Stalker. He's taken quite a few hoplites and stuff. Nabatean Axe Warriors, reasonably cheap units, Noble Swordsmen, standard unit for these desert factions. Yeah, a couple of hoplites and one unit of pikes. This is actually quite significant, guys. This is the only units of pikes all the defenders have. So all the defenders only have one unit. We are following the tourney rules, of course, which are quite complicated, so I won't go ahead and explain them in this video. But as you can see, 3 Nabatean heavy archers, really good archer units over here that Unicorn Stalker has taken. Sadly, me playing as Miss Cecily in the center, I don't have any good archers, so I had to take heavy Numidian skirmishers, which are good, yes, I'll give you that, but they are quite expensive, and of course they don't have any range compared to archers. On the walls here, my army is made up of only 3 types of units. It's made of Desert Legionaries and Numidian Light Infantry. Numidian Light Infantry, for the price it has, it's actually really good. So I would recommend taking that. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and started firing at one of their towers, and I am about to destroy it. Not sure how many men they will lose from that. Let's just wait quickly and have a look. It is on 88%, so it should be quite quick. Yeah, so I only managed to kill around 9 men, so that wasn't really that worth it. Anyways, for our Verney, for the last defender, NotSoRoyal, who was kind enough to fill in for our team and came over from Total Winners, we have a lot of Celtic Warriors, and we also have a lot of Chosen Sword. And then the rest is some more Chosen Sword, and of course the Gaelic Hunters. Gaelic Hunters are really good guys, so I would recommend getting those, and a unit of Oathsworn for the general. So yeah, nice stuff. And now let's look at Kush. Kush, really strong faction, good choice here by the War Knight, good choice by Core. Kush, of course, a lot of Shotel warriors. Kushite slave infantry, cheap unit, just used to push up the siege towers. As you can see, some more Kushites, slave infantry, Shotel warriors. Not sure why this army is so split up over here, but I'm sure there was a purpose to that. Couple of Shotels over here, and a lot of Cav guys, as you can see. Personally, I would not have gone ahead and taken so much Cav on a settlement like this. It only has one gate that the attackers are attacking right now, which is over here. So that Cav will not be able to get in. And since they haven't brought any artillery, it will be really hard for them to get that Cav in. So I'm not sure if that was a good move there. Some Nakeds, as you can see over here, from Galatia. Sorry about that. Some Levy Freemen, couple of more Galatian legionaries, and some mercenary Syrian archers. Really deadly unit. Along with the Galatians, those are going to be really tough for me to take on as Miss Cecily. A lot of Galatians here in reserve, and they've, yeah. And the Galatian noblemen over here. Some thoraxes. Not sure why these thoraxes are all the way over here from Seleucid. So as you can see, notice we have a unit of Cav. Our Verney has a unit of Cav of Light Horse hidden here in the background. Attackers can't really see that yet. A lot of Syrian heavy archers for Seleucid. Good units. Let's hope they're able to put them to good use. some cheaper Eastern Spearmen, 2 units of Royal Pelters, not sure if they're necessary, 1 unit of Pikes, Eastern Spearmen, a couple of units of Eastern Spearmen, yeah, some Thoraxes, yeah, a couple of Thoraxes. Alright, so pretty decent army comps for all players, and now let's go ahead and see how this battle will go. So it has started, as you can all see. Galatian legionaries have almost landed on the walls, but here Seleucid has already landed on the walls. Not sure why, not sure where all of that peeler was coming on from over here. Oh, probably my units, maybe, yeah. I'm not sure. No, from so these caravan guard guys, I was wrong. They're not hoplites because they've got peeler, and they were on auto fire, which I don't know how good of a choice that was because they didn't manage to kill that many. I mean, I guess it's good to use it. They did kill a couple, so why not? But yeah. So as you can see, Seleucid getting ready to engage Nabatea. One of my it's only the ballista. I thought one of my units was breaking already. So my plan here, guys, as you can see, was to kind of let the attackers attack this point here, and then put 1 unit here and hold, put another unit here and hold, and then just surround them and get my my heavy Numidian skirmishers to shoot in the backs of the other unit. And as you can see, my plan is working perfectly up to now. My Numidian light infantry are in combat even with these Galatian legionaries, and my other Numidian light infantry is winning decisively against the naked Levy Freeman. Sorry. Kush has also engaged really quickly here. Kushite slave infantry just going for it. Shotels all engaged with these Celtics. These Celtic will definitely not be able to hold for that long. They are only 2 cheaper units against Shotels. And if I was playing as Kush, I would definitely have engaged this unit of Soto warriors into the rear of this Celtic warriors, and then managed to help out this unit. But now it is a bit too late. But as you can see, Kush is not holding back, engaging everything they've got. And that is the way I like it, guys. Good stuff from Kush. And the first unit of the battle is already wavering, sorry. So Levy Freeman wavering against my Numidian light infantry. Over here, I have sent 1 unit of Numidian light infantry to help out my teammate Unicorn Stalker, Nabatea. And they are in combat even with my light infantry. So Seleucid actually over here has not pushed up yet, due to Nabatea firing explosive rounds at the siege towers of Seleucids. And each time you fire an explosive round at a siege tower, it causes a unit on the siege tower to dismount, and that's what Nabatea done. So it delayed Seleucid's attack, which was a pretty good tactic from Unicorn Stalker, because even though it didn't really cause any damage to the units, it meant that they didn't get to time their attacks at the same, which was quite good for us. As you can see, the trap that I've tried to spring here is working quite well. My men have surrounded this little point over here, but now the unit of Desert Legionaries has been attacked in the back, which is really bad. I need to pull out this unit, but I don't think I actually did, which was a mistake from me. They're winning right now, but once this other unit of Naked Swords land, they won't be winning for much longer. This unit of Galatian Legionaries completely surrounded, but now the Syrian heavy archers have started firing into my men. And right now, sadly, because I've got Macecily, I just have to sit there and take it. I cannot do anything about this, guys. If I had Cav, I possibly could just sally out and get those archers, but right now my heavy Numidian skirmishers would not really have range to engage these archers, and even if I did try to engage, they would probably be broken. As you can see, a lot of units routing. 1, 2, 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6 units routing and wavering already in this battle. And my Numidian light infantry have been completely demolished by these Syrian heavy archers firing into their flank. But that was the price I had to pay, as I said before. I have now started sending in some more reinforcements because my Desert Legionaries are losing against Galatian Legionaries, so some other Numidian light infantry are breaking, so I am starting to move up some more units. As you can see, I do have quite a few reserves over here. 2 Desert Legionaries here, 2 more on the hill. So it's not like I don't have troops. I've got more here. I'm pretty sure I should be able to hold them. Numidian light infantry engaging these thorax swordsmen here. So yeah, troops wavering, but I am doing alright, I'd say. Problem is here, I will, as I said before, be taking all this archer fire into my flank, which will cause a lot of units to break. Kush here, the attack has kind of been contained by Arverni. I have sent over a unit to support, but I don't think it was really necessary. Um, it seems like Kush's army is rather thin on the ground. I'm not sure. Oh, they have all of these units. They are all fresh Shotel warriors, and they haven't some armored Shotels here. Wow, it's been a long time since I've seen these in action. These will be really deadly if put to good effect. 50 weapon damage. Yeah. So, yeah, Kush should be able to deal with Arverni, even though it seems like Arverni has an advantage in numbers. They should be able to take them out. Kushite slave infantry helping out some naked swords and engaging against the chosen sword, which are losing. My Numidian light infantry are also losing. I have managed to contain this point over here, but I definitely need to send some reinforcements, because once this unit breaks, my other units will get outflanked, which is not very good. As you can see, my Numidian light infantry that was here was broken, and now I am forced to move up some desert legionaries. What I do like, guys, about desert legionaries is their Testudo formation. I just think it's so epic. I really like Testudo formation. It's, yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. Just like look at them. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at Nabatea. Hasn't had a lot going on because the towers haven't really landed yet, but Seleucid has finally engaged them. But right now, I don't think, with the amount of men Seleucid has moved up, they won't be able to do much damage. Because look at where Seleucid's army is. Oh, and we missed it, guys. Oh, I am so sorry about this. But what my teammate Spets had done, that one unit of light cav that I said that was over there earlier, he used it and he attacked into these archers and managed to get a hell of a load over these archers killed. So nice stuff. Like, if we can have a look. Nope. So yeah, this is the one remaining unit of that cav, I think, and it got 115 kills. And these are important kills, guys. These are kills on archers, really good kills. So really good use of that light horse. So yeah, Seleucid is moving up now the rest of his army to help his men that have already started attacking. Syrian heavy archers just racking up those kills. I have to give a shout out to Turtle for doing so well with these archers. Really nice stuff. My men, my desert legionaries, are getting destroyed by these archers. If it wasn't for those archers, I think I'd be doing really well. But yes, those archers have caused a big problem to me. And as I said before, this unit of heavy Numidian skirmishers is about to break. Numidian light infantry. So my teammate Spets has sent over some chosen sword to help out. And as you can see, archers are now firing into the Shotels and everything, which is a good choice because obviously these Shotels are extremely deadly. I have now engaged my unit of Desert Legionaries against these armored Shotels and standard Shotel warriors to help out, and I am moving up a lot of men. As you can see, guys, I was acting a bit as a reserve army in this battle. I have a lot of units that have been held back, and I'm choosing to engage them now. Heavy Numidian skirmishers are firing into these men over here. Not sure how well they're doing because obviously they can't fire over buildings and stuff, but I am trying to do my best. Seleucid is engaging over here, but it isn't really looking that good for them. Problem with attacking this side, guys, is that you can't move up a lot of siege towers, and Seleucid can only move up 4 siege towers here, as you can see, and just Nabatea has them completely outnumbered. What I may have recommended is to take a battering ram for this map. If they were, that is what I would have done, and attack the gate, maybe 2. That would have helped quite a bit because it would have meant they would have had an extra point to apply pressure. And now this is actually quite good. So Thorax swordsmen for the War Knights have managed to kind of carve a little bit of space in over here, and they are now taking on these axe warriors. If they're able to kind of use this little area they've gained here and to move up more units and expand, then they should be able to do relatively well. But now Nabatean heavy archers have been engaged. Yes, so the Nabatean heavy archers are firing right into the middle of these thorax swords, and they should be able to rack up a lot of kills. A whole lot of troops, as you can see, guys, over here have engaged my desert legionaries. Um, yeah, and they are quite low on men. And what I done is I moved up my Numidian skirmishers, and I was attempting to get them to fire into the rear of these guys over here, but they didn't have that much range. As you can see here, I'm just desperately trying to hold on as Galatia is piling in units. They have 4 units of Galatian legionaries. They should be able to make quick work of my 2 units of Desert legionaries, but right now they are holding. The general, I'm not sure why Galatia done this, and they did not realize this during the battle. So unlucky for you, Turtle. But what I chose to do was use my skirmishers to fire at the Galatian general, and that is what so all of these 4 skirmisher units that I have, they're all firing at the Galatian general, and he will be depleted quite soon. And as you can see, Galatian legionaries are not disciplined, which means if the Galatian general breaks, it is all over. So if the Galatian general dies, it is all over for Galatia. Yeah, Kush over here have managed to do some work, but the problem is they didn't have any more men to send in. If they had just a couple more units right now, we would have been able to do so well. Maybe if Galatia hadn't engaged all of these units here, because it isn't really necessary, they just needed around 3 or 4 units. They could have sent some units to help out over here, because as you can see, Averni has mostly been used up. They don't have that many men left right now. I'm attempting to help out Averni. So yeah, not sure why Galatia just chose to engage all of the units in this small breach point over here. Also, guys, this would have been a perfect point to attack for Galatia. Not sure why they didn't attack this at all. Yeah. So Lucid has engaged a lot of his army, but as you can see, they still have a lot of troops in reserve. Not sure why they have so many Eastern Spearmen. Far too many. And these Pelters need all to be engaged, because right now, their Thorax swordsmen aren't doing that well, and they are drastically outnumbered. So not sure why they've got all those men in reserve over there. Couple of Galatian legionaries breaking. Doing relatively okay. I have managed to kill, so as you can see, the Galatian nobleman general is extremely low. He's on under 40 men, and I think the general may have actually, yes, so the general died. Sorry, I didn't notice that earlier, but the general died, and that caused around 3 units to break. And Galatia is mostly done now without their general. That is a big weakness of Galatia. So Galatia, an extremely good attacking faction, but without their general, they are nothing. As you can see, unit after unit for Galatia is breaking. So unlucky, Turtle. Over here, Kush are also another very powerful faction. 2 factions that you do not want to see on attack, and they also have Seleucid with them. So it is it was really hard to hold all these factions back, but Galatia should definitely not have engaged their general over here, because without their general, Galatia is finished. Yeah. Eastern Spearmen moving up from Seleucid now, trying to get onto these walls, apply some more pressure on Unicorn Stalker, but right now, as you can see, it is only Seleucid that has mostly stuff left. As my teammate Unicorn Stalker said in game, it was a matter of honor right now. It was not about winning the battle anymore, because as you can see, for the attackers, yeah, it was quite unlikely that they would win. Kush is desperately trying to find somewhere somehow to get into the settlement, and they tried to burn down this back gate, I think, but they soon disengaged because they lost a lot of men from that gate. And of course, we were moving up some armored and chosen swords, so it shouldn't have been too much of a problem. Armored Shoto warriors on almost 200 kills over here. Let's get some close-ups going. As you can see, wow, looks really nice. Necessity also has some really nice units. Yeah, so the Armored Shoto warriors on almost 200 kills, really nice use, but you shouldn't forget this unit costs around 1,200. Such an expensive unit should be able to get a lot more kills than that. Last of Galatia's troops are breaking, and now Kush is also breaking. So right now it's all up to Seleucid. Yeah. So nice stuff. these Eastern Spearmen losing quite a few men to that archer tower. Not sure why. Maybe they couldn't go up these siege towers. That's why they didn't send any men up here. But I would have definitely recommended burning down that gate. Also not sure how these Nabatean Axe Warriors are outside the settlement. Maybe they were routing and came back from routing. But right now, yeah, we are completely finished with Galatia and Kush. I mean, all the units that made it into the settlement, at least. Seleucids and Kush now only have a couple of units left over here. Archers trying to get some kills, but, well, they could have done a lot better. These are Syrian heavy archers, really deadly archer units, and they could have been used to a bigger potential. As you can also see, we have a lot of units in reserve that we did not get to use. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we have around 6 units in reserve that weren't used at all. Probably more. If I am, I mean, yeah, we probably do have more, but yeah. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Spets for using all these archers so well. These Galatian archers all getting over 100 kills, almost 150 kills each. Really nice stuff. Chosen Swords also doing really nicely, 273 kills. Yeah, really nice stuff. We are now sending over all our armies to just support against Seleucid, just finish them off. Syrian heavy archers engaging the Arverni general, getting a couple of kills, yeah, doing alright. But me and Spets have now moved up our archers onto the walls. I am going to move up my skirmishers soon enough to take care of those Syrian heavy archers. And yeah, as you can see, Eastern Thorax Swordsmen are actually winning, but the moment when this Oathsworn unit gets behind these guys, they won't be winning for a lot longer. And as you can see, there is a lot of troops coming over from that side of the battlefield to just help out against Seleucid. And that will be the end of this battle. Yeah, the Eastern Spearmen are now all mostly losing. So I will go ahead and fast forward this because there isn't that much to see. Yeah, archers are now being taken on by my archers and Arverni's archers. So yeah, great stuff. Kush has moved up its cav. And one of its cav units is breaking. Yeah. General is still strong. Not sure why Kush chose to bring a desert cav unit. So I mean, not a desert cav unit. I mean a cav unit as their general. They may have done like a lot better bringing. Sorry about that, guys. They probably would have done a lot better bringing an infantry unit as their general. I can't remember right now if Kush only has cav units as their general, but in such a settlement as this, it is always good to not bring a lot of cav, especially if you're the attacker. If you're the defender, cav can be put to really good use on a map like this, as you saw with Spets. And now the last units of Seleucid are being surrounded and will quickly be taken care of. A lot of Pila coming in from the Royal Pelters, but they're not getting a lot of kills actually, surprisingly enough. And this was really disappointing to see from War Knights. When you're attacking, please don't do this, guys. You're just making this battle a bit longer. So right now they pulled back instead of just engaging their units into the settlement, making this battle quick, finishing it all off. They just pulled back the last 2 units so that we had to chase after them. This was so disappointing to see from War Knights, and I did expect something better from them. But anyways, people do what they do. These pikes are routing without when they're almost a full unit because of army losses over here. And now we have engaged these Royal Pelters, which will rack up kills because Royal Pelters head-on are tough to deal with. And now we're just sending out all our troops. As you can see, Arverni has a hell of a lot of troops left, and so do I. Even Nabatea has quite a few troops left, and we're just sending them all out right now. And it was, yeah, I know this isn't the thing to do it, but we just wanted to get this battle over and done with, so we didn't really care about losing men and stuff. Yeah. And now this Kush general will be able to get quite a few kills as he's charging into skirmishers, yeah, into this big blob, which was quite disappointing to see, but well, what can one do? Royal Peltus, surprisingly they're not getting that many kills, but they are still doing quite a bit of work. Yeah, what else can I say? There's not a lot left to say about the battle. Kushite General, oof, Kushite General still going steadily, cycle charging, trying to get some more kills. Royal Peltus did manage to break the 100 kill mark. Hopefully they don't get many more kills because, well, this isn't really how a siege battle is meant to run. And as you can see, I pulled out a lot of my units right now in order to get into the rear of these Royal Peltus and just finish them off. The moment I charge them in the rear, they will break. But the Kushite General is preventing me cycle charging in all of this. 307 kills on these Desert Legionaries, really nice stuff. Our only general on 220, excellent stuff. Yeah, so these Peltus guys, they managed to get 150 kills from doing what they did. Nabatean archers haven't really used any of their ammo, are being engaged. And now the Royal Peltus are breaking because they are surrounded. And it is only up to the Kush General, who is attempting his last cycle charge to reach the 100 kill mark, but I don't think he will be successful. Yeah. And that is mostly it, guys. Yeah. GG, and thank you to War Knights for participating in this battle. It was nice to play them in the tournament, and I will make sure to upload the second battle where War Knights were defending and we were attacking very soon, once I've gotten a hold of the replay. Thank you all for watching, and now let's have a quick look at the stats. So two of the smaller armies on the battlefield were that of Spetsnaz, who was the fill that we got to support our team. And his units came, all of his Gaelic hunters done really well, getting 250 kills, 188, so all of these archers doing really well. Oathsworn also doing really nicely. Celtic Warriors, 230 kills for such a cheap unit, really good stuff. Chosen Sword also doing quite good. A lot of fresh units over here. Yep, some more Chosen Sword doing alright. Let's have a look at Core, who had the same army size as that of Spetsnaz, so their armies were quite balanced. His Hotel Warriors done, well, one of them done alright, the others could have done a lot better. You expect Shotels to get at least 150 kills. Slave Infantry just doing their job, you don't expect these guys to really get any kills. Armored Shotels here doing really well, doing quite nicely. But they could have done a lot better. As I said, these units, I won't even comment on this unit. Kushite Archers doing alright, getting 60 kills. They are not Royal Kushite Archers, so they don't cost that much, but they could have done a bit better. Then for the other attackers, Galatia, who was attacking me, coming in with 1,300 kills. Getting quite really nice kills on this archer unit over here, Mercenary Syrian Archers. Some nice kills on with these Galatian Legionaries, these 3 Galatian Legionaries. But for the rest of his army, especially all of these cheaper units, done really badly. But I mean, you do expect really cheap units to do that bad. The general, though, that is disappointing to see a general get only 2 kills. Argamus, 157 kills on those Royal Peltus, nice stuff. Those were the Royal Peltus that were held back, and we were forced to charge into them. So, yeah. Thorax Swordsman doing quite nicely, 144, 129. So all getting around 130 kills, kind of. Nice stuff. Also this one, 150 kills. Really nice stuff. Yeah. Oh, Syrian Heavy Archers doing also quite good, 103 kills. Then for my army over here, heavy and medium skirmishers all doing really nicely. Don't forget guys, the units don't have a lot of ammo, so it is really surprising to see units such as these do that well. So yeah, was really happy with all of these units. Almost 300 kills within the medium light infantry. Really nice stuff. Cheaper unit, so you don't usually expect them to get that many kills. Desert Legionaries doing okay, 160 kills, almost 200 here. These two units doing really bad. Desert Legionaries over here, 318 kills, and they were basically, sorry guys, getting a bit excited here, basically fresh. All the other Desert Legionaries doing okay, so nice stuff. And then our final teammate, Unicorn, getting some nice kills with his archers here. A lot of fresh units, as you can see, for Unicorn. His Caravan Guard doing alright. His Noble Swords also doing quite well. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. So yeah, really nice to play with you guys, War Knight, and I will make sure to upload a second battle replay of our battle, and I hope everyone enjoyed this. Peace out.